Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, coming at you again, and this time, it's not a market watch, okay? I don't do that. I don't totally look into prices like that kind of thing. I'm not that good with it. I mean, if I wanted to start, I probably could. I could get the hang of it, but no, it's not a market watch. This is just an informational video about Circuit Break, because today is Friday, October 20th, and that means Circuit Break is officially released to the public. So this is great. I'm excited. A lot of people think this is either a hit or miss pack, and I kind of see it as a hit. It's got some it's got some good stuff in there. Time will tell on some of the other things, and I'll kind of get into that a little later. But today, this video is just all about little information about just prices for the cards, because they just came out. If you want to know, like if you go to locals this weekend or whenever you do, and you want to know prices, this is kind of what your situation is for. So first things first, of course, you got the Circuit Break booster box. As of right now, there's only one on here. The seller does have it for $70, which it's not terrible. It's not the best price, but it certainly isn't the worst price. But then I did notice his shipping is $100. So you want more for the shipping than you do for the actual product. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Definitely more sellers will pop up if you're looking to buy a box or two or five or 100. I don't know how many you want to buy if you do, but more boxes will pop up. I am on TCG Player, of course. This is like my go-to site when I check prices, and pretty much a lot of people, I know people check eBay as well, but TCG is my go-to spot. So yep. So yeah, you could get boxes right now. Definitely more will be posted in the next in the coming days and for quite a while after that. But yep, Circuit Break is out right now. It's listed at $70. I'm sure you can find it for much better than that. But without any further ado, let's get right into the singles, shall we? And first, of course, we had to start with the heavy hitter, Spiral Double Helix. Now I know this. I think there's a YCS this weekend, I believe, or maybe there's one coming up. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention to the schedule. But either way, Spiral Double Helix is now officially legal. So if there's a YCS, I probably should have prepared and looked this stuff up, but I didn't. Who cares? That's on me. But Double Helix is finally legal, so now it is time to see if spirals are going to sink or if they're going to swim. A lot of expectations with this deck, I tell you right now. I am a Spiral player myself. I have been for, I haven't been for the longest time, but I was very interested in when I kind of got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! This past April. Me and my buddies decided, hey, you know what, let's kind of get back into the card game. And back then, I kind of looked at this archetype as something just kind of fun to play around with, and, I never expected them to get as big as they are right now and potential to be like a top tier deck, one that kind of runs the format. I didn't really expect that, but hey, it's cool when things work out like that. But yep, Double Helix up first, and there are a few prices on here right now. It looks like coming in around $35. There's only a few prices. Again, keep in mind that there's only a few for everything I'm about to show, because it's still early. A lot of vendors haven't posted their prices yet, but we got a few of them here. Pretty much $35, $36. And it's a little head scratching to me. It's an ultra rare. If it was a secret rare, I could understand. It would probably be more, but this is an ultra rare. After all these boxes are about to get opened up and people are going to pull them, they're going to be in circulation. They're going to be all over the place. And I do truly think this is going to fall in price. So if you do need one, probably hold off on buying. But if you really want one, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. It's your money. Do what you want with it. But yeah, that 35, I do think that's a bit high. I think everyone thinks that's a bit high, especially for just an ultra rare. But hey, we'll see what happens with this price. If Spirals do win upcoming YCS, and this card will probably shoot up in price. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not an expert in price in market watches. I don't do market watches. So I don't know. Maybe the price goes up, maybe it goes down. Who knows? But right now it's sitting at $35 if you want to get your hands on some. So let's go on to the next card, which is going to be Borload Dragon. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I just want to get this out of the way quickly. Anything that I am showing on here is just kind of like my preference. I might have missed some stuff. Go ahead, yell at me, tell me, oh, why didn't you get this? I don't care. This is just kind of some stuff I wanted to get out there. Just some things that I thought people might want to kind of know what the price is going for right now. But second card on here is going to be the Borload Dragon. It is the generic Link 3 monster. It's pretty good. I definitely see this being useful. Right now it's sitting at... it is a secret rare, so, you know, there's not going to be a ton of these, but looks like it's kind of sitting around the $21, $22, I don't know, $21, $22 mark, I guess. So probably locals will have it somewhere between 20, 25. I would like to get one for myself, just in case, you know, I ever can find a decent use for it. So if I can, I'm going to probably, I don't think I'd end up buying one of these, because I don't need one terribly bad, but if I can get one, I will. Oh, I think I made a mistake earlier. I think I said this is a Link 3. No, it's a Link 4. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Corrected my mistake. But, yeah, we got it's coming in about $20. If you can get it on the cheaper side, I'd say go for it. Why not? It's actually pretty good. Pretty good. Generic rank 4 Link monster. I was about to call it Exceed. Wow. Alright, anyway, we're done with Borlow, coming in at $20 roughly. So next up is going to be Evenly Matched, the big trap card, the secret rare that everyone's talking about. If you're playing Spirals, apparently you don't need this. If you're not playing Spirals, you're gonna need this. That's what I keep hearing from everybody. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an outstanding card. It really is. It could kind of bring trap cards. Nah, it's not going to bring trap cards back totally. But it's a really good trap card that you're definitely going to have to kind of prepare for. It's so good. And I can understand the price hype behind it. But for, like, what is it, $56 right now? That it's... I mean, hey, the price could climb if something other than Spirals don't top a YCS or whatever with this thing, or without this. And a deck that would top with this card, you know, then this could be the game clincher, or like the deck killing card, whatever you want to call it. This thing could shoot up in price too. So again, this is not a market watch. I don't do market watches, but right now it's around $56, $57. If you can get it for cheap, if you're lucky to pull it, congrats to you on that. I would definitely like to have some myself. You know, of course, everybody would like to have it just in case they want to use it. And that's kind of the boat I'm in right now. So, yep, right now, Evenly Matched coming in at, let me think. It is coming in at a minimum of about $57. So, yep, that's going to be it for Evenly Matched. And on to the next card, which is going to be... Number 41, Baguska. We had to get this guy in here. I know it's only a super rare. It's going to probably be everywhere. This card is going to be a nightmare for people to face. It's kind of a definite early game. You know, whenever you play it, it's going to be a game changer. But this thing, I just wanted to get this on here quickly. It's going to be probably around $1 to $2. You can get it locals because it's a super, of course, like I said. So it's going to be everywhere. So yeah, coming in about $2 right here. You'll probably see these things everywhere, but Baguska, yeah, if you don't have one, just get one, because sometimes you just like to mess your opponent over and just drop this on them first turn, and then watch them kind of panic a little bit. If you want to go that route, why not? And then next up is going to be Metaphys Ragnarok, and I'm only including this because I think Metaphys, the archetype, could have some impact. And they're all relatively cheap. I mean, right here, look at that, right on the screen, 30 cents. Of course, the shipping is $2, so maybe a couple bucks for this thing. And all the rares and commons are like 20 cents. So if you want to pick up like the whole deck core, I mean, it's not going to cost. It's going to cost you like next to nothing. I do want to build these myself because I like the potential. I like the fun factor that they can have. They seem to mesh really well together, which of course you want in archetypes. But Metaphys Ragnarok coming in about we'll say $2. $2.30, whatever, with the shipping. You know, nothing is gonna break the bank, that's for sure. But yeah, Metaphys, Ragnarok. There's that, and I think I got the spell card here. As Metaphys, I think that's how you pronounce it. As Metaphys. I don't know. The continuous spell card, which actually is pretty good for the archetype. You definitely want to run 3 of these. I would highly suggest if I can get enough of the stuff, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm probably going to be building this deck, you know, like I said, just for fun. I'd like the stuff, but this is coming in about we'll say about $5 right now. So it's an ultra rare. Once more of them come out, you know, it's probably going to fall down to, I don't know, the $2 to $3 range, roughly. If I had to guess, again, not a market watch. I'm not guessing prices, so don't quote me on anything. But you know, it'll probably be. It won't be like one of the higher wanted cards from the set, I don't believe. But yeah, it should be relatively cheap. And so is the rest of the archetype. So yep, there's this card, and up next is going to be Akashic. I think that's how you say it. Akashic Magician. It's the new Link monster. It is a Link 2. I actually have not read this myself, so I have no idea what it is. But if you want to read it, the text is right there on screen. Go ahead and read it. But this thing's coming in at around $15-16 right now on the website here, which is pretty interesting. I'm not going to scroll down for the rest of these cards to show the prices from other sellers, because they're only going to go up, and there's only a few of them anyway, because, you know, not everybody is posting their stuff, but that's going to be popping up. There'll probably be a ton more by the time my video goes up anyway. But this magician thing is coming in at around $15, and whenever I do read it, I'll just say it's probably decent. It's a secret rare. That doesn't mean it's a good card because it's secret rare, but no, this thing, $15. You know what? Jeez, I really should have read this, but you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking about this because I don't know anything about this card. So we're just gonna move on to the next card. How about that? Which is gonna be Vendread Chimera, and this is a secret rare. Vendreads, I like the idea of, and I'd like to see that they're continuing to get more support, which is awesome. And they do get their own secret rare Ritual Zombie, a big part of the deck, that is for sure. Right now it's coming in at about $9 to $10. I don't know, maybe you think it's a little high, maybe you think it should be higher. I don't know, but you definitely want to pick up some of these for the deck, that is for sure. So but at least it's not totally expensive, you know, compared to what some other secret rares are going for. But you know, if you pull this thing, there's going to be somebody at locals that's going to want this thing. Somebody's going to be building those Vendreads. So yeah, you pull this, you got something to at least trade bait. So yeah, you got that. So, but yeah, like I said, about $10 right now. And yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that. So up next is going to be Overdone Burial. Alright, now this is like the kind of new form of Premature Burial. It is a secret rare spell card. Right now it's only about $6-7. This thing does have some potential. I do like this, and for it kind of being on the low end right now, you know, if somebody ends up teching this in a deck somewhere down the road, this thing's price could shoot up. This thing does have a lot of potential, in my opinion. I mean, you just discard something, or it's got to be a monster, but you discard a monster to the grave to target another one, and you bring it back to special summon it. So if you want to go into a Link monster, and you already have a monster in your graveyard whose level has to be lower than the discarded one, you now got a free material. You can go into a Link by specialing or normal, whatever you want to do for your turn. But it's another way to get something out of the graveyard, at least, and it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm probably going to be looking to at least pick up a set of these. I don't have any plans to throw this into a deck, but I will be testing this thing out. I do like it. I like the potential, and it's relatively on the cheap side for now. So let's hopefully, you know, maybe it goes down just a little bit more before somebody finds a way to really, you know, abuse the crap out of this thing, and then the prices shoot up, and then you can, you know, profit off it if that's what you really want to go for. But yeah, Overdone Burial around $5-6 for now. We'll see how it goes. But I think I only have one more card left, and that is going to be the Counter Trap Broken Line. Now I have to include this one. A little bit more for myself because I'm going to be a counter fairy player. Me and my buddy got a deck, or the counter fairies almost kind of like ready to go. We're just waiting on a few cards, but this one is very good. It's the column based one, you know, spell trap or monster effect. It's like a solemn judgment for that column wherever you place it. So you know, placing this down is gonna matter, you know, obviously column wise, and the game is trying to incorporate the columns a little bit more, which, you know, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it as long as it doesn't become like the huge like main mechanic on how you play the game. Like, I don't need to keep having a game change on me every 3 years and then having to learn new rules. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just, you know, why continue to change up? You know, I'm getting way off topic. Okay, but Broken Line, price wise, about $3 to $4 right now. It is an ultra rare, so hopefully you should see a decent amount of these. And if you do pull them, you know what? I'd say maybe even if you want to tech 1 or 2 of these into a deck, maybe even side deck cards. This thing I think is going to be good, especially when counter fairies come out. I cannot wait for the counter fairies. But yeah, we got this thing ready to go. Yep, $2 to $3 or $3 to $4 right now, and that's pretty much the last card I got right now. Again, this is not a market watch. Can't stress that enough. It's just an informational video to let you guys know some of the bigger cards that are out there and the prices that they are currently at. So, yep, that's pretty much just going to be it for this one. Thank you to everybody who watched. Hopefully, you know what? Hopefully this was, you know, enjoyable or informative in some form of capacity. I don't know. Did I miss anything? Is there anything you guys are really looking forward to? Of course, like I said, I'm a Spiral player. I got to get my double Helix. Love to get evenly matched, and I got to get me some Broken Lines as well. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me.